Welcome, everyone, to a journey to the very bottom of the world. I am so incredibly happy you've decided to join me today. Before we dive into one of the most heartwarming stories the natural world has to offer, I want to take a genuine moment to send my very best wishes to you and your family. Wherever you are, whatever your day has been like, I truly hope you are feeling healthy, positive, and surrounded by warmth and kindness. Taking care of our mental and physical health is so important, so please, remember to be gentle with yourselves. I'm sending you all a huge virtual hug and so much positive energy. Now, let's explore something truly magical together. Imagine the scene. You are standing on a vast, windswept landscape of ice and rock. The air is so cold it feels sharp in your lungs, and the wind carries the distant, salty smell of the ocean. All around you, the noise is almost overwhelming, a cacophony of squawking, honking, and calling. You are in the middle of a penguin colony, a bustling, busy, and incredibly smelly city of birds. Thousands upon thousands of penguins are crowded together, each pair focused on the most important mission of their lives, raising the next generation. It's chaos, it's noisy, it's harsh, and in the middle of all this, you see something that makes your heart stop. A penguin, waddling purposefully through the crowd, holds a single, small, gray pebble carefully in its beak. It approaches another penguin, its partner, and with a gentle, deliberate gesture, it places the pebble at the other's feet. It looks up, they vocalize to each other, and they touch beaks in a tender moment of connection. In the middle of this icy, demanding world, you have just witnessed a proposal. This is not a human ritual. This is the beautiful, real-world behavior of penguins, and specifically, Adélie penguins, who use pebbles to propose, to bond, and to build their future together. This behavior is one of the most enchanting and relatable things we see in the animal kingdom. It feels so familiar to us, so symbolic of commitment and care. But for the penguins, this isn't about romance in the human sense. It's a critical, practical, and deeply instinctual act that is essential for their survival. To understand why a pebble is the ultimate symbol of love and dedication in the penguin world, we have to understand the incredibly challenging environment they call home and what it truly takes to raise a family there. Life in the Antarctic is brutally difficult. There are no trees, no shrubs, no soft grasses to build a nest. The ground is frozen, covered in ice and snow, and the only building materials available are the rocks and pebbles that peek through the ice during the brief summer breeding season. For a penguin, a nest isn't a luxury, it's a matter of life and death. A good nest, a nest built up off the frozen ground with a protective ring of stones, is the only thing that will keep their precious egg, and later their chick, safe from the melting ice and the flooding waters. A pebble is not just a rock, it is a brick. It is the foundation of their family's future. The entire courtship ritual of Adélie penguins is centered around this necessity. At the start of the breeding season, the males arrive first at the nesting grounds, often returning to the very same spot where they nested the previous year. They immediately begin the crucial work of building a nest, or at least starting one. They scavenge for the best pebbles, picking through the gravel to find smooth, sturdy stones that will fit together well. They painstakingly pile them up to create a shallow, circular depression that will eventually cradle the egg. But a nest built by a single penguin is not enough. This is where the proposal comes in. When a female arrives, the males will begin to display, calling out and showing off their nest-building skills. A male who is interested in a female will often pick up a particularly choice pebble, walk over to her, and place it gently at her feet. This gesture is packed with meaning. It is a display of his dedication, his ability to provide, and his skill as a future father. He is essentially saying, "Look, I am a good builder. I can gather the resources we need. Together with you, we can build a strong and safe home for our chick. The female penguin is not a passive recipient, she is a shrewd judge. She will evaluate the quality of his pebble, the state of his starter nest, and his overall health and demeanor. If she accepts his gift and his proposal, she will often pick up the pebble and add it to the nest herself, signifying her agreement to the partnership. They will then work together as a team, side by side, to finish constructing their nest, one precious pebble at a time. The pebble itself, while incredibly practical, also takes on a deeper social significance within the colony. Not all pebbles are created equal. In an environment where every penguin is desperately searching for the same limited resource, the best, smoothest, most perfect pebbles become incredibly valuable commodities. A large, flat pebble is a treasure. It provides a better, more stable foundation than a small, round one. Because these prime stones are so scarce, penguin colonies become hubs of high-stakes real estate negotiation and, yes, even pebble theft. It is not uncommon to see a penguin, having spent minutes searching for the perfect stone, turn around to find a neighbor has swiftly snatched it from their unattended nest. This leads to squabbles, chases, and a constant low-level drama of pebble-related crime. In this context, the act of gifting a pebble becomes even more significant. When a male penguin brings a high-quality pebble to a female, he is not just showing off his gathering skills, he is demonstrating that he is willing to invest a valuable resource in her and their potential offspring. He is risking theft and expending significant energy, all for the sake of the partnership. It is a genuine sacrifice, making the gesture a true testament to his commitment. The parallels to human behavior are what make this so captivating and easy for us to connect with. While we don't, usually, propose with rocks we find on the ground, the symbolism is deeply familiar. In human cultures across the world, giving a ring, often a gemstone mined from the earth and polished into something beautiful, is a universal symbol of engagement, love, and a promise for the future. We are saying, I value you, I am committed to building a life with you, and I offer you this token as a symbol of that promise. The penguin, offering a carefully chosen pebble, is doing the exact same thing within the context of its own world and its own needs. It is a powerful example of convergent social evolution, where entirely different species, facing similar social challenges like pair bonding and raising young, develop surprisingly similar rituals to strengthen their relationships. It shows us that the drive to form a lasting bond, to work together as a team, and to offer a symbolic gift of commitment might be a more universal feature of social animals than we ever realized. This beautiful ritual is just the beginning of the story for penguin parents. Once the pair bond is solidified through this exchange of pebbles and the completion of the nest, the female lays a single, enormous egg. The parents then begin a delicate and exhausting balancing act. The egg must never, ever touch the frozen ground, as it would freeze solid in minutes, killing the developing chick inside. This is why the pebble nest is so vital. It lifts the egg off the ice and provides some insulation. The parents take turns incubating the egg, one staying warm on the nest while the other makes the long, perilous journey to the ocean to feed and bring back food. After the chick hatches, the nest becomes even more important, acting as a protective bowl that keeps the vulnerable, fluffy chick contained and safe from the elements and from wandering off. Every pebble they so carefully gathered has contributed to this moment. Their love, symbolized by those stones, literally provides the foundation that supports their new family. Witnessing this behavior fills us with a sense of wonder and warmth. It reminds us that care, dedication, and partnership are not solely human traits. They are forces of nature, evolutionary strategies that have developed to ensure the survival of species in the harshest conditions on Earth. The next time you see a picture of a penguin or perhaps a documentary showing these incredible birds. I hope you'll see more than just a tuxedo-clad animal. See a dedicated architect, a thoughtful partner, and a devoted parent. See a creature for whom a simple, gray stone holds the promise of life, love, and the future. In their world, the greatest gift one can offer is not a sparkling diamond, but a perfect pebble offered with a hopeful heart. It is a humble, powerful, and beautiful reminder of the universal need for connection, family, and home. Thank you for sharing this time with me. Take care of each other.